Now, what we want to do is to try to integrate Smaart into the picture and create the additional tools that we need to tune the PA system. Because I think that for the rest, we are pretty much done. I mean, we are feeding the PA is working. And then we will play with a redundant input, simulating a redundant input on the main act, the U2 or other things. So what if I would lose the main input if I want to have a redundant input failover? But I think that now is the right time to introduce the Smaart integration, which is extremely interesting. So Vino, I think that you can prepare the Smaart microphone, which should be nearby, with the microphone stand and a cable, and connect it to my input number 2. And then put it in front of the main speaker, whatever. The microphone is in that. Yeah. So the idea is to have Smaart running in the same computer, running globcon, or in the same network where the computer running globcon is sitting on. So you don't necessarily need to have Smaart running in the same computer, as long as the computer running globcon can reach the computer running Smaart. This is something that is offered by Smaart. So let's open Smaart. You have to activate the API of Smaart. I'm still on version 8. We are working on version 9, but as Rational Acoustic is not yet ready with the updated documentation for the API for the version number 9. So for the time being, we have to work on version number 8. So I connected 2 channels of Smaart, measured and reference, via the Dante Virtual Sound card. Why? Because I have a Dante Virtual Sound card connected to the computer running Smaart. I have Dante from the Prodigy. Any signal running inside of the Prodigy then can be sent off Smaart for measurement. So it's much more convenient rather than another separate audio sound card just for Smaart. As long as I have a microphone preamplifier here, I can route anything. I can generate the pink noise from the Prodigy. I don't even need the pink noise from Smaart. And I can send on the go whatever I need towards the Smaart measurement system. So I can get rid of I can save some money on my audio sound card and use, maybe with that money, I can buy half of the Prodigy module for the microphone preamplifier. And it's going to be much more worth than a stupid sound card like that. But this is just an option. As long as you have a microphone preamplifier, then you don't need any longer an audio sound card just for the measurement. So the patch is extremely easy. So let's open Dante controller, making sure that the Make Pro 16 channel 1 and 2 are getting the signals from channel 1 and 2 of the Prodigy. So whatever is sent off channel 1 and 2 towards Dante from the Prodigy is received from first and the second channel in the Smaart thing. So let's see if it is working. I'm activating the transfer function. Nothing is arriving here because nothing is patched for the time being. So let's go. So let's get rid of this desktop and put it here so we don't have too much difference between the 2 desktops. So first of all, I want to create a flex input channel to manage the microphone preamplifier, which is bringing me the result of the Smaart measurement. Get to the DSP, get to the flex channel. I have a nice channel close by here. So go to the configuration mode, settings, no, DSP settings, flex channel. I need an input channel to host the microphone preamplifier of the Smaart measurement. I need an input channel for the pink noise. And I need an input channel for the amount of the pink noise that I want to send towards the PA system. This is the typical triplets that you need when you are dealing with the Smaart measurement thing. So you get back to the flex channel. I want to have a pink noise coming in, which is the one that I'm sending towards the PA system. So I'm going to edit that and pink to PA. If it's a pink to PA, well, I need to be sure that the pink to PA, first of all, is muted, starting. And second, I need to make sure that the pink to PA is reaching the main matrix here. So I can double click here and get this source, maybe the last one, get the pink to PA channel there and label from source. put the ping to PA at 0 dB when you are sending towards the main left and right. Ping the ping to PA to 0 dB when you are sending towards the subwoofer. And ping to PA when you are sending the ping to the fields. Fine, done. Now I can go back here and patch the ping noise, either coming from Smaart, if you want to use the one from Smaart, but since it's available a ping noise generator inside of the Prodigy, why not using, since it's going to be used as a reference anyway, doesn't matter. Smaart doesn't matter. So how can I do that? I can double click, select the ping noise. Unfortunately, it's not available in this graphic thing. So I go back to the classic thing. I go to the generator and I take the ping noise number 1. There you go. Then I'm going back, switch to graphics. So it's going to be easy for the second, patch. Then I need to have a different level for the ping noise sent off Smaart as a reference. Not because I couldn't patch the same one, but I want to have the freedom to decide which is the level of the ping noise really feeding the PA and the level sent as a reference, so I don't have to back and forth Smaart too many times to see if the reference channel is equal to the reference. As soon as I see that the level is equal, Smaart is getting an equal, you know that Smaart works very well when the reference signal is more or less in the same range, otherwise the measurement is shifted in terms of magnitude, right? So it's a good idea to have a ping to PA, the Smaart microphone preamplifier. So the Smaart microphone preamplifier is connected to the second input. A needs the phantom power, and that guy there. So right click, Smaart mic. That's the hardware input thing. Going to the DSP, double click, slot, Smaart mic. There you go. Label from source. This is the Smaart mic. The Smaart microphone should not be sent to the PA system. It's not a good idea. Okay? I tried, but it doesn't work. This is what you want to send towards Dante output to feed the Smaart measurement, right? Okay, then you want to have another ping noise independent from the first one, which is exactly the same ping noise. Otherwise, it doesn't work a measurement, so it needs to be coherent, but independent level, so I can balance what I'm sending as measured or as reference straight from the faders of the Prodigy. So I don't have to play with the sound card and blah, blah, blah like that. So once again, tuck, generator, pay attention. The two ping noises are on purpose uncorrelated. So if you get for the first one, for the one that you are sending towards the PA, please pick the same one, pick up the same one for Smaart. If you don't do that, you have uncorrelated signal and your measurement is not looking good, okay? So label from source, label from source. And this is the ping noise, but I'm editing, and this is ping noise, ping to Smaart. Good. Now I'm ready to route those two channels towards Dante in order to have the measured channel and the reference channel in the Dante output. I'm ready to get to the output, so routing, Dante as a destination. I need to send the flex channel Smaart mic if it's the Smaart microphone that Dante wants to receive. Reference, wrong choice, is the other way around. The Murphy law is always right. So ping as a reference and measured as a reference and as measured. Fine, perfect. Smaart is reacting, is a good sign. We're done, and we might want to label the output towards Dante, at least in the Prodigy patch, upon the label. So label from source. So we know that we are sending ping to Smaart and Smaart reference to Dante channel output 1 and 2, which via Dante controller are patched to the MacBook Pro, and therefore I'm having the thing. So as you can see here, if now I do the trick, I go to the DSP, I get those flex channels here and there, right? And I'm playing those flex channels into Smaart, in the Smaart environment, this and this. Where's the second one? Here. This is the demonstration that they are absolutely independent. You see, you have a globcon thing, So you see now that I can play with the level and adjust the level of Smart. Oh. I'm not even I'm not even sending the pink noise to the PA. But this is the way that I can do that. So and if I want, I can get rid of that. But it won't be necessary to do that because I'm gonna teach you another trick. Tell me which is the pick-off point of the metering of an input flex channel, which is the most logical pick-off point of the meter. It's an input channel. Usually what kind of meter information you have from an input? It's a pre-fader level, am I right? Because usually it's what you expect from an input, which most of the time does make sense. But in this case, it's not helping me to understand what I'm really sending towards Smart. Am I right? Can I change the pick-off point of the meter? Select meter source, post fader, even if it's an input. So I know exactly which will be the level that Smart is receiving. So I don't even have to go back and forth. I just judge the level there and Smart will be happy to have even signals. So I want to have a post fader. It doesn't change the sound, but it changes what you can read out of that. So if you have a minus 19 or minus 12 or something, you know exactly that if you lower the level, Smart will be more happy or less happy. So if I have that, you know, more or less, I'm talking. You see that the measurement is matching exactly what. So you don't have to go to Smart to see if Smart is happy or not, because you know immediately if the level is calibrated or not. Are you following me? Does it make sense? Seems that we are ready. Seems that we are ready to send something to the PA. So let's start very low, unmute the PA, the ping to PA, and send the ping to the PA. Wow, it's working. Of course. We put that into the matrix. We put it 0 dB. It's a post fader sent towards the matrix. So if I'm calibrating the amount of PA, so I'm gonna shut up. Not that bad. Okay, so would it be nice to have Smart to PA, Smart mic, and Smart always available somewhere here in order to have the, in order to have the possibility to play with those anytime you want, whereas the third one is here. So, pink to PA, pink to Smart, and the Smart mic. So when I need to tune a portion of the PA system, what I want to do now is to mute only the left and not the right. So that's the reason why I didn't link the behavior of those two channels in terms of, because I want to have the freedom to mute one of the two at a time when I'm tuning the system. So array, that is the array right, am I right? So let's take a measurement of that system. So mute anything else, all the subs. My voice is muted. Let's bring Luca's voice as well outside so I don't have to struggle. So let's put Luca's voice here. That's the freedom of the floating channels. You have all and only what you need in front of you. Tac, update the layout, PA, there you go. So now, am I getting right out of there? Yes, okay, perfect. So let's measure that speaker. But first, we open the plugin of Smaart into globcon. So we go to the devices, we open the discovery, we click on Smaart Discovery, we find that there's a Smaart available with the API activated, and we created the plugin inside of globcon. Why? Not only because then we can have the possibility to turn on and off the transfer function from here, to have the reading, but because then we can capture the transfer function and ask Prodigy to create the custom filter which is compensating for the correction and giving me the flat system automatically in one go. You're not happy? You don't believe that?
Yeah. I hear it.
Good point. Those are transfer functions which I took yesterday, which are saved into the globcon folder. So I have it no matter if Smaart is available or not. So it's imported and stored locally, while this one is the real-time measurement. You should know that the API of Smaart is very smart and gives you the possibility to decide independently for each of the transfer function, which is the magnitude smooth and the phase smooth you want, despite the fact that you take a different decision globally in Smaart. This is just a display thing. So you can have a different smoothing in Smaart and in globcon if you want, because this is something that the API of Smaart is allowing you to do. And it sometimes can be very handy and very useful. By the way, here you have the possibility to display or not the impulse response, to display or not the magnitude, display or not the phase. Are we dealing with phase and IIR filter now, all pass and delay? No, so let's get rid of all those things, this crappy thing. And the coherence, do I need the coherence? Maybe on Smaart, but I don't care about the coherence here. So I just want to focus my attention in the impulse response to see if the delay is the right one or not, and maybe on the magnitude thing. So why the measurement looks very different from here to here? Because we have a different XY ratio. So you have 20 to 20,000 here in a much larger space, but the measurement is absolutely the same. But the important thing is the aspect ratio of the measurement provided by globcon is the same aspect ratio that you have in your EQ environment. So they match perfectly. So what you read is exactly what you get to correct, or you have to correct. That's the extremely important thing. So we couldn't do the same XY ratio, but if you, in Smaart, if you take the thing here and you change it, well, the aspect ratio is changing. But that doesn't mean that the measurement is changing. It's the fact that you read the measurement in a more difficult way. So we decided on purpose always to keep the aspect ratio of the EQ environment that you are working on. So when you are overlapping the layer of the measurement with the overlay of the EQ, they match perfectly.